Hey, it's Michelle Butt, and it's time for another Fun Fact Friday. And today I'm answering a question that I get asked a lot. It is, Michelle, what about twins? So in facial intelligence, twins are fascinating because even though identical twins seemingly have the exact same features, and we know they have the exact same genetics, their features can be slightly different, and with a trained eye you can see them, and it can help you understand how very different they are. And there are changes that can occur in their features that tell us about how they're both experiencing the world differently based on their own individual take on events and circumstances in their lives, even if it's the exact same thing. So twins, very much like other kinds of siblings, will experience the same thing, but their response will be different based on their model of the world and their perception of things. And we can actually see that on a face, on any face actually, but particularly in twins, we see the difference in how they experience things. So if we take an example of twins, so I happen to have one here for you today, the Kaplan twins. These are pretty famous artists that my children tend to follow, so they're a good model for us today. We look at their features and you can see some subtle differences. So if you take a look at one of them, her eyebrows are a little bit more curved than the other. The other one has more straighter eyebrows. So that tells us that even though they look the same, in terms of how they make decisions and what's really important to them to actually say yes to something, there's a difference. One of them is much more people-centered, one is much more logical, and it may seem subtly different, but that is the indication that they think differently potentially. If we also look at their eyes, for example, one holds her eyes much more widely held open than the other. So she is potentially way more open to communicating and sharing with other people than the other less assertive, probably less trusting twin. And so just knowing those subtle differences, one, it'll help you to tell them apart, but it will also help you to tell how you can interact with them differently, because really they aren't the same person. The other really important part of a face that is really nice to look at for twins is their ears, because the ears mark ages 1 to 14 or so, and what that tells us is different markings on the ears can be showing up on differently on the twins' ears. And so that can give us an indication of how one may have responded to a situation differently than the other, especially in early childhood. So that's the beginning, a little taste of the take of twins. We might come back to this in a few weeks or so because, you know, they're really fun. But until next time, I'll see you. I'm Michelle Butt. Bye for now.